Okay, yo, I am so proud of myself. I'm so proud of myself. Okay, because I did take my notes. I got my notes. I got the notes. Okay, now hold on. Okay, we did that already. I'm coming. I'm coming. I got my notes. We're not doing Married to Medicine. Nope. We're Salt Lake City, season 4, episode 8. Whitney and Mary meet up. I don't like Whitney. I don't know why Mary decided to meet up. Maybe she just wants to check. But she took it out as a sign because these folks were spilling food on her that this is not going to work out. And she's like, I'm leaving. I don't want to be friends with you. I mean, I think it's nice to be on screen to say to somebody, I don't want to be your friend. And Whitney is trying to get her to be accountable. And she's like, I'm not going to be accountable for anything. I don't like you. You know what's so funny is that I low key am very similar to Mary in the sense of how her attitude is when it comes to dealing with folks. It is very, very hard for me to start liking someone once I dislike you. I am a hot and cold person. And so there's that. Lisa and her husband is talking about what this means to do in a mission. Clearly Lisa's husband is much more a devout Mormon than she is. I thought it was very rude of Lisa. They're in the middle of a whole conversation and she starts looking on her phone and she barely notices that he leaves. He's still talking. I just don't like her. But anyway, I could be mixing my episodes up. So there's that. Monica and Heather are chatting, and Monica shares with Heather that her mama, I think she was what, 12, 13. Her mother decided she was going to New York and literally, I can't imagine this, dropped her off at somebody's house and that she didn't even know who this person was, dropped her off and was like, Chuck the deuces. And what's so fascinating is that when she kind of confronts her mom about this, her mom's like, yeah, I needed to go live my life. And it was very expensive in New York and I couldn't manage it. Like she didn't see that any of this was a problem, which I thought was really, really strange. Anyway, Monica, Heather, and Whitney are together. Oh, and Meredith. They're supposed to have been, they're going this slow skiing, cross skiing. Whitney's like, this is for elderly women. This is why, Whitney, you're not very liked. There's a number of reasons why we don't like you. Because you always go around saying that I didn't do anything, but you talk so much ish around to other people and then be like, well, she said it and she said it and I didn't say it. I'm just telling you what the messenger is. And, people don't like you. And then you shade them all because you want to remind everybody that you're the youngest. Monica, so then she also is sitting here. Monica's talking about how she has this new rental car because whenever her mom gets upset, she takes a car from her. I want to feel sorry for Monica on this part. All this sounds to me is, girl, how broke are you that you can't get a car in your name? You pay the car note, but you can't get a car in your name. Your credit is ish. So she takes the car, so she's renting another car. You don't need to rent a Range Rover. You really can't afford it. Anyway, Whitney's like, I didn't talk to her mom for 13 years. Heather doesn't talk to her mother. Whitney, now this is the funniest. Meredith is like, look, I really don't like you. I'm tolerating you. And here's the thing. I was in a car accident. Meredith had a really bad car accident. And Whitney drove by the car accident. She didn't stop. To be fair, I don't stop on the side of the road when I see an accident. How am I supposed to know it's you? But then when you do find out that it's her, instead of calling her, you send her a text. Now, granted, I am very good with the whole text, and I think I am quicker with the text message and stuff like that. But I will say that if somebody feels like they saw their life, like they had this huge traumatic event, and I'm their friend, I'm gonna pick up the phone. So I think that's really, really strange. And then also wants to warn her that she needs to be nice to Angie. Angie's with her dad, they're cooking. I'm gonna say that the husband, when he comes in, that interaction is very strange, but to each his own. Whitney, oh, I already said Whitney wants Mary to be accountable, and that just blew up in front of the face. Lisa is upset that she is the last to know that Jack has decided to go on a mission. And so every episode, every time she talks to one of Jack's friends, she's the first thing that comes out of her mouth, did you know he was going on a mission? So she has this whole party to be like the mission call. And the first thing she asks, how many of you knew that Jack planned on going on a mission? Everybody raised their hand. She's taking it in stride, but really she's upset. Wait, why doesn't this boy want to tell me? Why am I the last to know? I I I can feel both ways because I can say that kids, especially when they start turning 18, 17, 18, they do make life decisions now without you. And parents may not be the first people that they call to have that conversation with. So I'm not technically all upset or as bothered as she is. She just thought that she had a closer relationship with him than what she really did. When they found out it was Columbia, girl, let me tell you, they dragged Lisa all up and down through these internet streets because when they found out it was Columbia, her first response is, oh, he's probably going to be robbed at gunpoint. The problem with Lisa is that she says some of the most racist things, and in her mind, it's not racist. She says some of the most racist, classist, insensitive things, and she thinks that all of this is acceptable. It's weird. Monica and Mom are at dinner. Monica is unbothered by Mom crying. It is awkward at how Monica's like, okay, but see, the weird thing about the mom is that she's able to cry on cue. She cries. Where's my aspirin? I ain't got no aspirin. Okay, I'm hungry. I'm like, my God. So then she says, I am not talking to you like a weak ass bitch. I was like, wow. This argument is weird. And then the mom talks about, Monica's trying to say that she has trauma with her own mom. And she's like, I got over it. This is the kicker for me. Monica's neglect over the years is stunning. The mom, she gives out an example how her mom kept her in the trunk of the car while she made out with a boy in the backseat, with a man in the backseat. The mom's response, what was I supposed to do? How about you not make out with a guy unless you have proper babysitting? Who puts their kids in the trunk? Now, I mean, back in the day when I was younger, we used to have a truck, and then they had like a thing that goes over the back, and we pile all the kids in the back seat. It was fun to sit in the back of the bed of the car, and that's when you didn't really care about. Now you can't do that because you got to have everybody in a car. It's completely something you're not supposed to do. But the point is, I don't think that's a good idea. I mean, the mom is trash. And then she's like, get over it. And then she's like, when do I want to be forgiven? And she's like, well, not today. You told me to get over it. I think she has a legit reason. Why get over something and you're not sorry for it? But that being said, I'm sorry, my child is loud. So I'm going to have to bid you adieu for the next one.